Like most communities across Florida, Bay County officials are planning next year's budget. They're taking into consideration a 5-year strategic plan that calls for a continuation of the residential building explosion in our area. As News 13's Bailey Nichols tells us, that's going to take a lot of infrastructure to support all that new growth.
The majority of Bay County spending money comes from Bay County residents through sales and property taxes.
73 cents of every dollar that comes to Bay County comes from a consumption-based source where somebody's actually buying a service or buying a commodity. Only 23 cents of that dollar comes from ad valorem or property tax.
Majka says state figures show Bay County is the 7th lowest taxed county in Florida.
We do our best every year to make sure we don't pass any unneeded burden on. But again, we're all subject to the same forces of the economy.
The forces of growth, more homes, businesses, and people put more of a burden on the county to provide basic services. Right now, county officials have 9 key infrastructure projects underway. One is completing a network of fiber optic cables. They provide faster internet capabilities for first responders. The county is also expanding stormwater drainage improvements. Another project involves the installation of electrical generators to power the entire Bay County Sheriff's Office and Bay County Jail. County officials are also evaluating all the service in the western part of the county. Much of the future growth will happen on 110,000 acres of St. Joe Company land known as the Bay Walton sector. There's also more than 300 new golf holes under development.
Most of the cost here is borne by the market, is borne by the developer. So they're the ones that are going in there and making the land improvements.
Not everyone can afford a pricey new home or even a moderately priced house. A new program called Rehouse Bay helps lower income families afford a home of their own.
Is getting people either housing assistance in the form of mortgage assistance if they're looking to purchase a new home, or in rental assistance if they had damage after the hurricane and maybe their insurance didn't cover all of their losses, some additional assistance with repairs.
The county has spent $24 million in the last 18 months to get more than 400 families in their own house. To get more information on Rehouse Bay, visit mypanhandle.com. In Panama City, Bailey Nichols, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
The county receives about $15.5 million a year from that half-cent infrastructure surtax to fund road and stormwater improvements. Majka says 5 infrastructure projects are through the first phase and waiting on approval to move on to phase 2.